4 years ago, the NBA trapped most of their players in Disney World, and Jimmy Butler used the opportunity to start his own business that is still thriving to this very day. Welcome back to the 25 Days of Sportsmas. It's just like Vlogmas, except I'm telling you stories that might get you into sports for the first time. In order to finish out the 2020 NBA season, the NBA came up with the idea of creating a bubble. All of the players and staff had to stay in the same location, and that location was Disney World. This resulted in a lot of players going stir crazy. We watched some of the players go fishing and play golf, and another player turned his hotel room into a wine cellar. But none of that tops Jimmy Butler. If you're new to the world of basketball, you may not know that Jimmy Butler is maybe one of the funniest people to ever walk the earth. But when all of these players were trapped at Disney World, Jimmy Butler was one of the only guys who had access to really good coffee. He had all of these things shipped to his hotel room and was making coffee for himself. But when he realized that there was no good options for coffee on campus, Jimmy Butler started a coffee shop from his own hotel room, where you can see that he was charging a pretty reasonable price of $20 no matter what size you got. And if you're wondering if those options were real, they absolutely were. Jimmy Butler imports and roasts his own coffee beans, and had taught himself how to do a number of different coffee drinks. But the best part of this story is that Jimmy Butler did not give up his coffee business after the bubble. When he was serving coffee just to the other guys in the NBA, he called the coffee brand Big Face Coffee. And in interviews afterwards, he said that he's actually continued to teach himself latte art, and if he could take 5 years off, he would just start his own cafe. While he's too important to the NBA to actually do that, Jimmy did take Big Face Coffee and turn it into a real brand. To this day, you can still buy coffee beans from him, and who knows, in retirement, you might be able to stop by Jimmy's official coffee shop. Don't forget to follow along and come back tomorrow for day 6 of Sportsmas.